Alright, if you could open up your notebook. Yesterday you should have added page 7, X, Y, R. And today we're going to add page 8, reciprocals. We've kind of already done the reciprocals, but today we're going to apply them to the unit circle. Okay? So when you have that written down, if you can flip over to page 8 and title it. Alright, so what were the names of the reciprocals that we learned like the first week of school? Secant. Perfect. And secant was the reciprocal of what? Ooh. S's don't go together. Cosine. So 1 over cosine of theta is equivalent to secant of theta. You just flip cosine. Alright, yesterday you learned that if you're, let me rephrase that. On Friday we learned that cosine on the unit circle was x. Yesterday we learned that if we're not on the unit circle and my radius is more than that, cosine of theta is equivalent to what over what? Or x over r. R, the radius. It's okay. And so, what would secant be equivalent to? R over x. Y'all okay with that? Cosecant is another one, CSC. What is that the reciprocal of? Sine. Remember, the C and S's don't go together. So yesterday we learned, or on Friday we learned that sine is our y value. Yesterday we learned that sine is y over r. So what would the secant of theta be? R over y. And then last but not least, what was my reciprocal of tangent called? Cotangent. And y'all learned tangent. How was the video yesterday?
It was quiet.
It's quiet? So tangent is what over what? Remember I related tangent to kind of like slope? Y over x. So what is cotangent? Oops, I forgot theta. X over y. Okay, and just like our basic trig functions, do you agree? I'm going to kind of do this right here. Do you agree that in my first quadrant, cosine, sine, and tangent are all positive? Do y'all agree with that? Okay. The reciprocals, the same thing applies for the reciprocals. So, secant, cosecant, and cotangent are also positive in the first quadrant. What about my second quadrant? What's positive in the second quadrant? Think of a graph. What's positive in the second quadrant? The y's. What represents my y? So sine is positive in the second quadrant. And if sine is positive in the second quadrant, so is cosecant. What about my third quadrant? Do you agree sine and cosine are definitely not positive in the third quadrant? But tangent is. Remember how yesterday I talked about drawing a line and what's the slope right here? tangent is positive in my third quadrant. And so if tangent is, cotangent also is. And last but not least, in the fourth quadrant, cosine is positive and secant. And so although this statement is not true, we always say all students take calculus. Again, I know that's not true, but all of them are positive in the first quadrant. S, T, and C, to kind of remember which one is positive where. All students take calculus. Okay? So how do we find these reciprocals? Let me zoom out. We are going to make a chart with the angle in each function. She maybe. All right, so now we're going to fill in the chart. The cosine, 0 degrees. What are the cosine and the sine at 0 degrees? What's my point? 1, 0. What about at 30 degrees? Square root of 3 over 2, comma, 1/2. What about 45 degrees? 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. And what are we going to do to get the reciprocals? Flip them. What is 1 flipped? What's 1 flipped? Just 1. What is 0 flipped? What is 0? What's the reciprocal of 0? Do y'all agree 0's over any number? Doesn't matter what it is, it's still 0. Flip it. Any number over 0 is undefined. What about the square root of 3 over 2? When I flip that, what do I get? 2 over the square root of 3. Is that acceptable?
No.
What do I got to do?
Rationalize.
Rationalize it, and I get 2 square root of 3 over 3. Am I going to expect you to memorize these?
Yes.
No. If you can remember what the sine and cosine is and then know how to flip it, that's all you got to do. So this isn't basically memorizing more information. This is just knowing how to do the reciprocal of these. Does that make sense? What's 1/2? Reciprocal of 1/2. What'd you ask?
Is quiz E on these?
Quiz E is on this, yes, in 2 days. What's the reciprocal of 1/2? What about the square root of 2 over 2? So same concept here, except it's just going to be square root of 2 on bottom.
Square root of 2.
just the square root of 2. Because if you get 2 square roots of 2 over 2, what's going to happen here? They cancel. And so what's this one right here? And the reciprocal of 1/2? And the square root of 3 over 2? Sorry, 3. Yes, you're right, 3. And then the reciprocal of 0. And the reciprocal of 1. Okay? Let's do the tangent really quickly. I know the bell's going to ring in about 3 minutes. I'm going to try to do this in 2. What was the tangent at 0 degrees? This is your quiz tomorrow. What's the, think slope, 0. What about the tangent at 30 degrees? It's square root of 3 over 3. The way that I remember this too is, what's smaller? Square root of 3 or square root of 3 over 3? And what's smaller, 30 or 60? That's how I remember which one's which. Because 60 is bigger, so that's the square root of 3. That one's square root of 3. What is 45? 1. We like that one. And then 90 degrees, what's the tangent at 90 degrees? No. Straight up and down, the y-axis. What's the slope, right? Straight up and down. Undefined. So can you do the reciprocals of these? Yes, go. Ooh, what's the reciprocal of undefined? 0. Tomorrow we're going to finish this note page. Tomorrow your quiz is over sine, cosine, and tangent. All 3 of them. Tomorrow you have quiz D, over sine, cosine, and tangent. So study that. 5 minutes, 10 questions.